In the frozen wastelands of Siberia, scientists drilled into the permafrost and pulled out something very alive, a microscopic organism that hadn't moved in over 24,000 years. And then suddenly, it did. Not only did it come back to life, it started cloning itself. And what this tiny creature does next could change everything we know about aging, space travel, even evolution itself. The creature is called a betyloid rotifer, a microscopic animal with a wheel-shaped mouth and a bizarre resistance to death. Scientists found it 11 feet deep in ice that hadn't thawed since the Ice Age, and once it warmed up, it came back to life. Instantly. This isn't science fiction, it's cryptobiosis. A real-life pause button. Rotifers dry out, shut down their metabolism, and wait, not for days, not for decades. This one waited 24,000 years. These creatures aren't just survivors, they're built for extremes. They've been blasted with radiation, frozen solid, even launched into space. No oxygen, no food, doesn't matter. They just shut down and ride it out. And once conditions are right, they reboot like a biological computer. Some even survive direct exposure to space vacuum, which brings up a chilling question. If these things can survive in space, where else might life be hiding? So what makes them so unstoppable? Rotifers pack their cells with special proteins, tiny molecular bodyguards that protect DNA from falling apart. Even when their cells get damaged, they can repair the broken strands. But here's the wild part. They don't just fix themselves. They steal useful genes from bacteria, fungi, even plants, and splice them into their own DNA. It's called horizontal gene transfer, and for rotifers, it's like upgrading your software by absorbing apps from the environment. Even weirder, they don't need mates. Rotifers use parthenogenesis, cloning themselves without fertilization. Most species that do this don't last long. No genetic variety means extinction. But rotifers? They've multiplied into over 450 species. By stealing genes and repairing DNA, they've hacked evolution. They're not just clones, they're constantly evolving survivors. So why does any of this matter? Because if rotifers can survive radiation, space, and 24,000 years on ice, we might one day use their secrets to preserve human organs, extend life, maybe even enable deep space travel. NASA is already testing them on the International Space Station. Because these frozen time travelers, they just might hold the key to our future. If that blew your mind, hit like, subscribe, and share it, because science is just getting started.